Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are just coming across this channel for the first time, my name is Blessing. You are so much welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you'll be seeing the video. In today's class, we are going to make this stylish Bubu gown and in a short version. If this sounds like what you want to learn, keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, welcome back. These are the materials I will be working with on this tutorial, and you can see with me I have my tape roll. So this is my tape roll here with me. I also have my scissors. I also have my long ruler. Okay, and here is the fabric. This is the shock, and here is my fabric I will be working with. It's about 2.5 yards of fabric, but you can use 3 yards if you want, but it's still 2.5 yards that I'm working with right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my fabric like this, and you can see I open it up like this. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn it to the right side, which is the wrong side, so I will shock on the wrong side. Then I'm going to fold it into two like this. You can see the way I'm folding it. I'm just going to fold it like into two like this. Hope you're seeing it. So I'm folding it into two like this. Okay, after folding it into two like this, then the next thing we are going to do is to make sure it's meets each other at the end like so. So after arranging it, you can see that it's well arranged and it meets each other like this. You can see it. So the next thing you are going to do is to fold it into two again. You can see the way I'm folding it. I'm folding it into two again for me to have the back and the front. Okay, so this is what I'm just trying to do. So I'm trying to make sure the fabric is well arranged. Okay, so after arranging it, I'm going to cut this part so that you can see it's rough, this area. So I'm going to cut it, then I will turn this part to be the down part. Okay, this is the down part, and you can see I folded it into two. I folded it into two like this. Okay, so you can see, note that the upper part is on fold. You can see it's on fold, and that part is on fold as well. Okay, we are not going to stitch the shoulder. We are not stitching it, so it's on fold. So the next thing we are going to take is our measurement. So starting from the neck, the shoulder measurement. So from the shoulder measurement, you remember is a bubble gown, is shoulder to sleeve. So for the shoulder to sleeve is 17 inches. Now I'm going to mark my 17 inches here. So when I mark my 17 inches like this, then the next thing we are going to do is to take the neck depth. So for the front neck depth, I'm using 2.5 inches. Okay, I'm going to use 2.5 because the neck depth for the front is higher. So this me just marking 2.5 inches, while for the width I'm making use of 3 inches. So you can see where I start my tape roll and I mark 3 inches. Then after that, I'm just going to connect it with a French ruler like this. Okay, so I'm just trying to highlight this part so that you can see it well. So like I said before, there will not be a shoulder slope for this gown. Okay, there will not be a shoulder slope because we are not joining the shoulder. So the next step is for the back depth. So for the depth line, I'm using 15 inches. So for the 15 inches, I come in by 5 inches for the opening. I come in by 5 inches. Then I'm going to connect it to the neck width. Then you can see I connected it like this first. Then I connect it to the neck width. Okay, so remember that the neck width of the back and that of the front will be equal. Okay, so they must be equal. That is why we connected it to meet the neck width of the front. Okay, so for this part, I told us that we are not using the shoulder slope because we are not joining the shoulder. So we are going to take our arm opening, which is our sleeve opening, from this starting point here. And so for me, I'm going to use 10 inches for my sleeve opening. Then I'm going to just roll it as a guide. I'll first of all roll it straight as a guide first. Okay, then I'm going to take measure the 17 inches at this part so that we have a straight line. Then this is my 17 inches. Then I'm going to roll it up as a straight line. So I forgot to add my stitching allowance of 1 inch. Then I added 1 inches for my stitching allowance, and I place it there. Then I go ahead to just rule it as a straight line like this. So after ruling it as a straight line, then what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to divide my bust, the biggest measurement, which is the hip measurement. I'm going to divide the hip measurement divided by 4. So for this case, the hip measurement is 42. Then 42. Then I'm dividing into 4 to have 10.75. Then after that, I'm going to add extra 4 inches, 3 inches for the ease, 4 inches for the ease, and 1 inches for my seam allowance. Okay, making it 5 inches that in total that I add. Then I'm going to extend it down to the hem part. So I mark my hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 5 inches. Okay, this is what I'm just trying to mark all the way to the down part. Okay, please, if you have watched it to this moment and you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like this video, also share it for others to benefit as well. Thank you. So what I'm doing now is I'm connecting the line together. So you can see this part here is sharp, so we don't need sharp there, we need to curve it. Then I'm just going to curve it like so. So after curving, so the next thing I'm going to take is the length. So starting my tape rule for the starting of the fabric, then you can see I place it to 36 inches. I added 1 inches for my seam allowance. Then after that, now I'm just going to cut my fabric. So I'm cutting the front neckline first, okay, because is the highest, okay. Then I'm just going to follow out the other lines. Note that there's not a shoulder slope. We did not cut the shoulder slope. Is on fold, okay. Hope you understand. Is on fold. So I'm going to just follow my line like this. Okay, just go ahead to cut your lines just the way you marked it. We are going to attach pocket to it as well, okay. We are going to attach pocket to it. So what we are going to do next now, we are going to open it up because we want to cut out the back. Note that there's not a shoulder slope, so we are going to open the material, the dress like this. So and fold it into two like this. Hope you understand. Just open it up and fold it into two like this because we want to cut the back neckline. So this is what I am doing. I'm just trying to arrange my fabric well. Then you can see we can cut the back now. So we're going to trace the back like this. Then I'm just going to follow out my shock, and I'm going to cut. You can see the neck width. So this is what I'm just trying to do. You can see we have already cut out the back neckline. So we are going to fold it back. Okay, just go ahead to notch the neck width, which is the neck width, which is the shoulder. Okay, just notch the shoulder so that you know where the shoulder is. So guys, this is it. I've already folded it into this way like this. You can see the back, you can see the opening of the back. This is how it is. So I'm just trying to notch the the shoulder parts. Since we are not joining the shoulder, so you need to notch it so that you will not be confused, right? So I'm just notching it. So the next thing we are going to do, we are not adding facing to this, okay. We are not adding facing to it at all. So now I folded it back because I want to measure where my pocket will be. So I want to notch my pocket area. That's why I folded it back again. So I'm just going to mark from the shoulder down to 16 inches, okay. So from the shoulder down to 16 inches, and I'm going to notch it because that is the part I want to put my pocket, and from that 16 I come down by 7. So this is the length I want my pocket to be. So I just go ahead to notch it like this, and that is that. So the next thing we are going to do now is just go ahead to open up your fabric like this. Open it up and you can see the neckline. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do again is to bring a bias tape. So this is a bias. I'm going to use the bias to cover the edge of the rough edges of the neckline. Hope you understand. I'm just going to cover it all through like this. Just so I will quickly do that and show you how it looks like. So guys, this is it after stitching it, and this is how I've give it a good press, and this is how it comes out, and the neckline is there, which is the shoulder. So I've already had a strap, so I will advise you let your strap be longer than mine because this mine is very short. So from the neck, which is the shoulder, remember we notched it from the shoulder, I come down by 4 inches. Then I'm going to place the strap at the part like this towards facing the strap towards this line. Okay, you can see the way I place my strap. Okay, then you stitched. Why for this other down parts, because we're still going to use strap. You can see I'm pinning it first, so you can see the way I place the strap. Okay, you can see the way I place the strap, and this I will just go ahead to pin the other side as well. Okay, then you can see the way I place the strap like this. Okay, and I pin it down. You can see you can able to tie it outside. While for this down part, you can see the way I placed the other, I place it opposite of how we do it at the upper part. You can see I place it, no, I place it like this. Okay, you can see the way I place it, and I stitch on it, and the same way goes to like this. Just place, because we are going to tie this one inward, like we are tying it inside. It's not outside. We're going to tie this strap inside, so just going ahead to stitch it. Note that this mine is very short. This my strap is short. You can make yours to be long. Okay, so this is my pocket. So I'm just going to fix it. You can see I have some excess at the down part. After the notch, I come down by 4 inches after the notch, while at the upper part, after the notch, I come up by 1.5 inches after the notch. Okay, hope you understand. After the notch, I come up by 1.5 inches, while for the down part, I come down by 4 inches after the notch. Hope you understand. All right, so I'm going to stitch it now. I'm going to use 1 inches to stitch it, and starting from the notch part, I'm going to stitch it by 1 inches, which is our sewing allowance. So I'm going to stitch it all to the other notch parts. So guys, I've stitched on it, and this is how it is. You can see this part I've already stitched on it. Okay, I've already stitched on it, and this is the other side. So the next thing is the pocket. I've already fixed in my pocket like this. Okay, so and I've already stitched the fold my hand, the down parts and the sleeve. I've already fold them. So the next step is to join the two together. Okay, just join the two together. So I'm just going to place it equally like this. Okay, so I'm just arranging it in a way that I can stitch on. So I'm just going to stitch, use my 1 inches to stitch on it. Please just stitch on the pocket itself, but you can stitch on the allowance we gave, which is the 1 inches for the pockets. So I'm just marking my 1 inches like this. So for the pocket, we've already bring out a 1 inches allowance. So just go ahead to uh, sew it according to your line, and sew the same thing to the other side as well. So this is it guys. I've already sewed it, and I turn it up, and I give it a good press. So this is my pocket here. You can see it's very beautiful, right? This is the pocket, and this, you can see there's no joining at the shoulder. So I've already ironed it, and this is how it looks like. So this is it guys. I've already ironed it, and this is the back. So this is what I'm just trying to explain earlier. So you can tie the back to the for the front, while the inside, you're going to tie it inside. You're going to tie it inside. Okay, and this one is outside. So guys, if you find value in this video, please give this video a huge thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please share for others to benefit as well. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. See you in my next video.